One of the skills that my clients build a lot through our coaching sessions is learning how to work with triggers, learning how to sit with and process painful emotions, unpleasant emotions, those difficult feelings that way we mortgage our happiness to the ebbs and flows of the emotions that grab us and take control. And one way to meet those difficult emotions, and difficult emotions are different for each person. We don't have the same list of what we find difficult to process. But what they have in common is that they usually come after something took us by surprise. And that's why it's called a trigger. We are going about our lives and something happens and we get surprised and hijacked and in a negative emotional state. One of the tools that I offer my clients, and I want to give it to you today, is the Soothe practice. So basically, well-being is about developing self-awareness about you and your circumstances and what you need, and being able to give yourself self-compassion, to acknowledge and normalize and accept what is going on so that you can give yourself what you need through self-care. And that's a cycle of well-being and flourishing that you can move through when life gets hard. So the Soothe practice, what it says is the next time that you get very hijacked, very triggered, and you're basically mortgaging your happiness because something difficult happened, and there's a whole story around it, and it feels painful in your heart, in your mind, in your body, give yourself the opportunity to sit with it, to invite it in instead of resisting it, to be able to acknowledge that something matters, that it's difficult to feel, but that you are strong enough and brave enough to sit with that feeling. Then, like we do with little kids, sway it. And this is where activating oxytocin and all the happiness molecules helps you kind of like sway that feeling. And by sway, I mean you can rub your arm. It really calms the nervous system. You can give yourself a hug. You can place your hands to your heart while you notice and name that emotion. And as you name that emotion, you can sway between noticing it and looking away, looking at it and looking away. It's a technique called pendulation. So we can pendulate to look at what is painful and then move away and then come back. We realize that we are in control. That even if things feel very difficult, will come and go because things are impermanent. Emotions will come and go and we will still be here. So sit with it, sway it, and then soothe yourself. Give yourself what you need. Really take the time as you sit with yourself to ask the question, what is needed right now? What do I need right now? And the answer will surprise you. When we really open our hearts to listen to our inner wisdom and ask ourselves, what do I need right now? What is needed right now? The answers always surprise me when I do it, as my own personal practice and a practice that I've developed and shared with my clients. It may look like the answer saying you need to sleep, or it may look like you need to call a friend, or it may look like, you need to set a boundary, cry. You need to harness that anger and turn it into energy for action. Those answers of how we soothe ourselves after something was painful and difficult are different every time and are different for every person. But having the courage to sit, sway, and soothe ourselves when we are experiencing something difficult, something triggering, something painful, is a way of staying in control of ourselves when the rest of our circumstances and the people around us are things that we cannot control. I hope that you found this tool useful. Try it out. Please send me a message and write in the comments how it worked out for you. And let me know what else you would like to learn about and what content is the one that you're finding most useful. Thank you. But having the courage to sit, sway, and soothe ourselves when we are experiencing something difficult, something triggering, something painful, is a way of staying in control of ourselves when the rest of our circumstances and the people around us are things that we cannot control. I hope that you found this tool useful. Try it out. Please send me a message and write in the comments how it worked out for you. And let me know what else you would like to learn about and what content is the one that you're finding most useful. Thank you.